one of the most talked about theories is Gino is Roomy's dad. I don't know about that, but I don't think so. Spoilers ahead. Where on earth did this theory come from? I guess it just feels super off to me because it absolutely felt like Roomy and Gino had a very sort of romantic connection that sure started off as enemies and yet never quite became lovers, but surely we are not being set up for this to be a twist where it's revealed in a later sequel that he's actually her father. At least I hope not. But I guess I get where it could be possible given that Gino is 400 years old. He very well could have met Roomy's mom about 2 decades prior and had a baby with her, resulting in Roomy. But I am so confident that is not the case. I'd sooner accept and believe that Gui Ma is the dad before even thinking Gino. I do like the other popular theory that Gino's soul is in Roomy's sword, although is this even a theory because it feels pretty straightforward that when he gives her his soul, her sword transforms. Not only that, but even when Huntrix defeats demons, they don't really die, they seem to be sent back to the demon realm whence they came, so I feel like this is a very strong clue that Gino might not have gone anywhere. But what do you think, and who should I draw next? From K-Pop Demon Hunters. Apparently, the Saja Boys aren't standard demons, but actually so much more. Spoilers ahead for K-Pop Demon Hunters. Real quick though, I just wish we could have seen Mystery's face reveal too, alongside Zoe. But I guess I just might have to draw his face reveal myself. But first I'm gonna draw him in general. So today I found out that the name Saja of their group means lion, which now makes so much more sense why their logo is a lion. But beyond that, other fans have pointed out that their Saja name also refers to the Joseung Saja, which is kind of like Korea's own version of the Grim Reaper. Joseung meaning afterlife and Saja meaning messenger, which makes me wonder if the other boys of Saja were also humans in the past who made deals to sell their souls and are, sure, now demons I guess, but specifically Grim Reaper type of demons. Which also kind of makes me excited because maybe Zoe and Mystery have a chance at true love too? I mean, not that Zoe needs to have a love interest, but it's cool that the potential is there, especially since she's definitely into him. And we all know that the weapons the Huntrix uses don't kill the demons, but just send them back to the demon realm. So even if Zoe did get rid of him in that moment, he's definitely not gone for good. But who's next? Apparently K-Pop Demon Hunters was supposed to be 3 hours long, and now I kind of want to scream because what do you mean my only complaint with this movie is that it felt too rushed and packed with so much unanswered lore, and that it all could have probably flowed better and questions could have been addressed if Netflix had allowed this movie to be 3 hours long like it was originally intended to be. Spoilers ahead. Like, don't get me wrong, I still think a series would have been best, though I hear the quality of animation would have had to go down. But regardless, the fact that we could have had a longer movie and didn't kills me. Though I will say I can't find the source for where this claim is coming from, so I'm not sure if it's a rumor because 3 hours is kind of long for an animation movie. And I kind of get why Netflix was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. But I mean, surely a solid 2 to even 2.5 hours long movie, I feel could have been doable. Because let's be real, we needed that aquarium date scene. But here's baby Saja. I feel I struggled a bit with capturing his cutesy yet sassy sort of look. I feel he looks cutesy here, but I also feel like I was unsuccessful with getting the sass in, unfortunately. But let me know your thoughts and who's next. Not that y'all asked, but I figured I should let you know Abby Saja is my bias. Because did you see my man open the Your Idol song? Dude said he could be my sanctuary, and honestly, the bar has been set. And he has ruined me towards liking any of the other Saja boys, Gino included. Also, I'm here to spread the news. So for those who are interested in a sequel, which is everyone, right? As of right now, July 5th, 2025, no sequel has been announced just yet, despite the rumors. And yes, directors Maggie Kang and Chris Appelhans have discussed sequels, and sure, we can give a strong educated guess that K-Pop Demon Hunters will indeed be confirmed for a sequel at some point in time, but here's the thing. According to TikTok user SM_YoungVo, Netflix has to see this movie performing really well for a solid 28 days. Not just a week or two, but a solid 4 weeks. And then we will most likely get a confirmation from Netflix for a second movie, and I bet it'll be longer too. But the 28-day thing is up until the 18th of July, so let's do what we do best and run those numbers up. But what do you think about Abby Saja, and who should I draw next? Saja Boys, Your Idol has become the highest charting K-pop boy band song in US Spotify history, dethroning K-pop group BTS's Dynamite. Yo, what is even happening right now? But since we're on the topic of actual K-pop idol groups, let's talk about which groups and certain idols inspired these Saja Boys. K-Pop Demon Hunters director Maggie Kang has said groups like ATEEZ, BTS, Stray Kids, Monsta X, and Big Bang were mostly the inspiration behind these characters. Cha Eun-woo from Astra was the inspiration behind Jinu. Totally see it. I think Baby Saja was inspired by Felix from Stray Kids and Jimin from BTS. Every other other Saja boy is kind of speculation from here on out, but I feel like Abby Saja has got to be inspired by San from ATEEZ. Others have said Mystery Saja is inspired by Daesung from Big Bang with how he used to wear his hairstyles that covered his eyes. However, I also hear that Mystery's inspo mostly came from anime characters too. And then there's Romance Saja, who looks so much like Yeonjun when he had his hair styled and dyed almost the same way. But what do you think, and who should I draw next from K-pop Demon Hunters?